All right, we are live on YouTube. Yep, we are live on YouTube, Mr. Chair. We're just waiting for one more member of the Tree Commission.
Okay, I don't have the agenda in front of me, so I'll let you steer us a little bit.
Sounds good. I will share my screen and put that up for the commission.
Great.
Can you see my screen?
Bitty bitty. Oh, there it is. Cool. Yes.
And Mr. Chair, I'm assuming this is the vice chair.
You're assuming I'm the vice chair too?
Nope,
Oh.
that is her.
Hey.
It's me. Hello.
Hello.
So we now have a quorum, Mr. Chair.
Okay, well, let's call the meeting to order right here, just about 4:30. Would anybody like to make a motion, Cindy, to approve the minutes from last meeting?
I'll make that motion.
Good.
Okay, great.
Or I'll second it, doesn't matter.
Either way. Whose voice is that?
Tim.
Oh, Tim. Okay, didn't know you were with us. Great, thanks. Okay, well, we got approval and second of the minutes. I guess we'll hit the first agenda item. And it looks like review the city comprehensive tree plan. Mr. Gray.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Every year, the city tree commission, it's your duty to review and have any proposed updates that you wish to bring in front of the mayor and common council to update the comprehensive tree plan. Last year, the comprehensive tree plan, the second version was approved by the mayor and common council on December 13th. With bringing this forward to you this year, we would like you and the commission to take the next couple months between now and your next meeting in June and look over the plan, bring forth any changes that you may wish to the June 2020 meeting. And then we can discuss any changes, and the commission can discuss any changes in June. And then in September, the changes could subsequently be included in the plan, the draft plan, to then be approved in the conclusion of the September meeting.
So it sounds like you'd want to have these requests prior to the June meeting so we could get these organized and discussed at that meeting then, any changes, right?
It's totally up to you all. You can email me or we can discuss at the June meeting. At the June meeting, we can talk about we can talk about any changes you may have. And then I can use the time between June and September to update the plan. And then in September, the plan could be voted upon if you choose to do so. And if you would need more time, we can always reserve time in the November meeting. So any changes could be adopted by the mayor and common council in December of this year.
Okay, and the most up-to-date version, do we have the most up-to-date edited version of the comprehensive tree plan?
Yes, if you click the link in the staff report, it'll take you to the updated comprehensive tree plan that was adopted on December 13th of last year by the mayor and council. But at this time, planning staff requests the commission review the City of Westminster comprehensive tree plan and make comment of any possible changes for your June 22nd, 2022 commission meeting.
Great. Okay. Well, the commission could look that over, and I guess if we can get some input on it too, friends or other citizens want to take a peek at it, can they do that too, Drew?
Absolutely, Mr. Chair.
Great. Okay. More input, the better. Good. Okay. We'll try and do that and get those things to you before the June meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I guess we are ready for the next point, or yeah. Arbor Day Celebration. Eric?
Yes, right now I'm planning on doing it at the city playground up near the big tot lot side of the playground.
That would be great.
Looking, there's two spots where there was a big, believe it was a big oak tree there that had to be removed.
Right in the playground, right?
Pardon? Not
was
in the
right-
middle of the tot lot area, but to the close to the basketball court.
Oh yeah, that was a big oak tree.
Looking to put another oak tree there, and then depending on what I can get, either a service berry or a cherry or maybe even a hawthorn over by the wall on Winter Street side where there was a tree at one time. There's a spot there. We're going to do one there too.
Great. That sounds like a good plan.
Still haven't nailed down a day. It's obviously going to be in April, probably towards the end of April.
Okay. Good. Yeah, that sounds good. I know Arbor Day is spread out, seems like over several days. So
More like Arbor Month.
it seems like it, yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's,
when a day's picked out, you'll let the commission know.
Yes, we'll let everybody know. Now, do we want to try to get, I know the past couple times we got, well, the one time we had the Boys and Girl Scouts. I think this last time or last year we did, we were able to do it. We had some kids from the city's day camp come up and participate. So
I was wondering, the Boys
For
and
the
Girls
Boys
Club
and
is,
Girls Club?
yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Cindy.
Yeah.
we'll have to see. We also
Great
got,
minds.
we had a contact from Bartlett that had with the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. I think we reached out to the Boys and Girls Club, but I don't think we heard anything back from the time before.
Got it.
Hmm.
And that was for that was for an Arbor Day a couple of years ago.
Yes.
How long has the Boys and Girls Club been on Main Street in that location?
I want to say they've at least 2 years.
I would,
Yeah,
I know
it's been a
that
think
few
it was
years.
about 4 or 5.
Okay. It might be worth reaching out to them since I don't think we've done anything with them and they're relatively close to that location. Or possibly something with one of the churches on Center or the church on Center and Main there is pretty close too. And I'm open to any other groups that are close by.
Right.
Yeah. Does anybody have a contact with the Boys and Girls Club?
I do not.
I do.
Feel like
I
yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah, it'd be great to see another group. Just be, one more entity that we're kind of doing stuff with.
I guess it really doesn't
Yeah,
matter
I think that's a really
to me
good
as long as we get some people there.
Yeah.
I know the past couple of times several years ago, it was just myself and city employees and the commission members that were planting trees.
Well, I think
well,
if it's Boys and Girls Club, it's more after school, right? And then if you were going for, like morning, then it'd be more like the church's preschool kids or something.
I guess I'm not real up to date on who schedules when.
I was just thinking Boys and Girls Club is typically after school.
Okay.
Yeah, in the past couple times, we've been trying to do it during the day. I think one time we did it, try to do it on the weekend, to try to accommodate
Okay.
the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. I think we did that one on the weekend.
Right.
Be nice if we could do it during the day, but I guess if we can only get people to come out on a Saturday, then we might have to do it on Saturday.
Right.
And I can contact the Boys and Girls Club, no problem at all.
Okay, and maybe they have a preschool program of some type that could come out too during the day. I have no awareness now that the kids are grown as to how they operate. Well, that's good news, Eric. Thanks for pulling that together.
As soon as I can nail down a date, plus I don't want to nail down a date and then say the Boys and Girls Club, they can't do it that day. We want to try to reach out to somebody and see
Yeah.
what's available for their time. And then
Good
we
point.
can go from there.
Great. Okay, staring at the schedule. Oh, okay. Preliminary discussion on the tree workshop with Sam, I guess, right?
And Mr. Chair, if it's all right with you, if we can defer to Paul from Mr. Mullins, who just joined in from Bartlett Tree Experts. Unless, Eric, you have anything you would like to add to that?
To the workshop,
The workshop, yep.
I really don't have much
Okay.
input on it, other than I really feel we should do it or do our best to do it, because I know a lot of people benefit from that, credit wise and knowledge wise, and I know it's a loss for everybody all around since we haven't been able to get it.
Yeah, it's been a long running tradition. You're right. It has been a loss, and I've talked to X number of arborists that have told me that. So that would be great.
So thanks. I'm sorry for being late, guys. I apologize about that. So definitely we want to do it. Have we talked about in person or Zoom?
Not any detail.
Okay.
I
Um,
think we could probably go to in person the way things looks like they're going right now. So
I agree with you, and I think we would get a better turnout. So I spoke to Jess yesterday about it, or the day before, and there's things that we've got to make sure that get covered, like when we bring the lab staff up here. So if we're going to commit, it's going to be 100%, and it has been 100% in the last 2 years. But I just don't know about getting people to sign up. Steve, if you're talking to arborists, did people try and sign up last year and just couldn't get through? I don't understand what happened last year.
The two people I talked to had actually their biggest problem. One person just couldn't get the money from the municipality to do it.
Okay.
And then they found out that they were thinking about spending their own nickel on it. And the other person, I can't remember what happened. I know they wanted to attend, and I think it was after it was announced that it was going to be canceled, they were looking it up.
Okay.
It was kind of a last minute thing. And the other thing, I don't know if it's possible or if it's a pie in the sky idea, but if we do go with in person, possibly also have a Zoom or some sort of virtual connection, because it seems like a couple people have gotten used to this format, and it might make for a broader audience having both kind of a simulcast thing where you have it live and also broadcasted. But I don't know if that's practical with technology and coordinating with speakers and other people, especially like the field walks.
And then what do you charge? Do you charge? I mean, the price would probably have to be different. Is Sam on?
Yeah, I would think the same thing.
No, she is not.
Okay.
At the moment, she had to go to a doctor's appointment. So you just have to reach out to her. I know she said she reached out to you,
Yeah,
and I didn't hear anything back yet on it, so.
I just need to talk to Jess a little. We can lock this down, come up with a date, do it in person and give it.
Yeah,
We need maybe a minimum we need to come up with a minimum so everything is covered financially. So yeah, we'll get it figured out. If it's a go, let's do it 100%.
good, okay.
I'll have an agenda. I'll use a rough agenda from what we used last year. So that will come pretty quick. And if when Sam and I can get together and sit down and talk about it, we can get that blaster out fast. So
I know one thing we were kind of hitting around last year is possibly changing the date because of maybe conflicts and stuff like that. Maybe to try to get people out of the funk of the old workshop and maybe make it an all new thing where you know, we changed the month, maybe not so much, you know, what was it, September, October when we did it?
Yeah, I was thinking.
yeah, it was October, first week October,
Yeah.
first weekend or week.
Maybe
however
we
you-
bump it back a month or so, you know, maybe that'll give people opportunity to get the money together or whatever the case may be.
That's definitely an option. On my end, getting the lab support there, I don't think that'll be, I don't think that'll be a problem at all.
Well, the main thing is trying to get the people there. I mean,
Yeah, that's
I know
right.
You guys definitely can get the speakers and whatnot. It's just getting the people there.
That's right.
And I mean, between on our end, pumping out the emails and updates on when it will be and just trying to get people's attention for it. That's the only way we can get people there.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, are you aware
Yes,
of
sir.
any other divisions or parts of Bartlett that take on something like this? And if they've had any problems or other units or divisions that are doing this?
I do believe in Brian Roden's division, every office or every representative is suggested that they do one of these. I know York does one. A couple places in Pennsylvania do them. That's York. But as of last year, I know of only one that went off.
Okay, so
and
it
it was
was
a
a problem
Zoom.
throughout, not just ours.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't just us.
Got it. Okay. Well, maybe it was a function of the pandemic, just not having any, you know, people being cautious or whatever. I'm not sure, but
Yeah. Yeah. I know Brian you guys had mentioned this is a longstanding tradition, I think 26 years.
Yeah.
25 or 26. So I definitely don't want it to fall off the table. And if you guys think we can do in person, let's do it.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Well, then it sounds like, Paul, you're going to pull together a tentative agenda based
Agenda,
on
yep.
what was planned out last year. Okay.
Yep.
And I guess if you could forward that to Drew or
Absolutely.
whoever, you know, to all of us, that would be great.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Sam should be back at work tomorrow. So if you or somebody wants to give her a shout or email, and I guess
I'll holler at her.
Huh?
I'll pull in town and holler in that nice new building.
There you go.
Great. Anything else on the proposed training?
And for me, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Okay, not hearing anything from anybody else. What else do we have left? Commission comments, right?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Anybody out there have any comments other than they miss live meetings?
Yeah, I have a question. Eric, do you need trees? I came in late when you started talking about Arbor Day.
Trees for what?
Arbor Day?
Sure.
Are we
Did
gonna
you
plant?
What's that?
Are we planting? Are you planting? I came in late. I'm sorry. I heard the end.
Yeah.
Conversation.
I'm looking to get an oak tree, probably a Y oak,
Okay,
and either a service berry or a single stem service berry or a cherry
Oh,
or a
man.
hawthorn.
okay,
And we're going to do it at the playground, the city park.
okay. Yeah,
Uh,
and I got your trees for you.
we're going to do it in sometime April, probably late April. We just got
Okay,
to confirm with a group that will be able to attend
okay.
to set up a date with that. So
Sounds like a plan. You give me a size. If you text me a size and what species you want, I'm sure I can get them for you.
probably usually about 2-inch caliber.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You don't want to go a little bigger? They start to get heavier, don't they?
Digging the hole.
Digging the hole, yeah. Okay, yeah. So Y oak, serviceberry, maybe a hawthorn. Yeah, definitely doable. I'll let you know what I can get.
Okay, sounds good, man.
Yeah,
Great. Thank you, Paul.
of course. I love it. That's phenomenal way to start the season.
Good, good. And Eric was still working out a date, but we were guessing sometime in April, right, Eric?
Definitely April. I'm thinking late April. Like I said, I don't want to set a date and then have people, whatever group
Yeah,
that we can get to attend. I like to see, contact whoever and see when they're available in late April and go from there.
right.
So are we gonna release some bugs, some beneficials, Eric?
Yeah, if we can. I don't know if we want to do it that day or we want to do a second.
No, let's do another day. Let's get the
yeah.
word out there twice. If you're okay with that. I checked
Yep.
on ladybugs maybe 2 weeks ago. You can't order yet.
All right.
It looks like they're mating.
All right. Well, hopefully we can get them the time and
Busy.
get a double amount as we did last time and let them rip.
Yeah. Let them rip, man. I still have the picture up from the paper. We had such a great time out there. I really look forward to that. I love doing that. So
Good. Okay. Anything else you guys need to iron out? No? Okay. I guess Drew, you're on for staff and public comments.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Just wanted to update the commission that the Tree City USA application was approved by the Arbor Day Foundation. So the City of Westminster is once again a Tree City USA. And also for the Plant Award, the People Loving and Nurturing Trees Award through the Maryland Department of Natural Resources Forest Service. Still waiting to get final word if we have once again received that award. I'm assuming that we will, since we are a Tree City USA, and I'm hoping that we will once again receive the Green Award, which is the highest award a municipality can receive. And also, I just wanted to add, and Mr. Chair, you brought this up during the last year's review of the comprehensive tree plan about potentially having Towson University come back out to the city sort of more on an annual basis to review the normalized difference vegetation index, the land surface temperature data for Main Street. I spoke to Dr. Carter Wang today, and he is going to look at his schedule to come out in the near future to review and map the image that was taken in the summer, but to do it while it's still, we still have some winter to see the difference between the land surface temperature in the winter to the summer and the effects of vegetation. with those two readings. So I will keep everybody updated about that. And besides that, Mr. Chair, that is all that I have.
Okay, anybody else have any comments or questions?
My last one, Steve. I am right now for Rotary, Western Rotary Club. There's a project called the Greer Foundation, where we have the Citizen of the Year gets a tree planted at the Farm Museum. And Bartlett, we did what we call Arbor Scope. It's a system where we log the trees in, we ID the trees, size, all that stuff. And we're kind of doing a tree walk. And I was wondering if that's something maybe we can get together and talk about maybe doing at City Hall, because I would be able to do it. And what we do, if you were ever walked on the path from Random House, goes over to the park, the dog park, there's tags on those trees. We did that many years ago. And Eric, it's come a long way. And if that's something we're interested in doing, maybe at City Hall, maybe right around City Hall, I'd love to talk about it and maybe get that moving too.
And Paul, if you would like, I can speak with the planning director and we can see how to approach that. I just want to, and I want to get Eric's thoughts too about if, I'm assuming there wouldn't be any damage with nailing the QR codes on the tree.
Obviously we do use a screw, but it's a special screw. It's not gonna hurt the tree.
Okay.
The trees up there have been tagged before when they did the inventory years and years ago. So that doesn't affect the tree too much. And I think that would be cool because there's a couple trees on City Hall's property that are part of the Maryland big tree program that we can put on that QR code, that info, which I think that'd be really cool.
I think it would be really cool too. It's I just don't know how, like and I'm truly learning Arborscope. Brian's a master at it. I'm getting my feet wet now. So we can get the code. I just don't know how I could get you guys to see the Arborscope map. So, but you would be able to read each QR code. But I can work on that. And if you guys would like to meet and talk about it, or maybe at the next meeting, we cover it a little bit and just go from there. I think it would be really neat to see up at City Hall.
Is the Random House Trail on Arborscope?
It is, but that was the very first one that Brian ever completed. And some of the tags are not reading, and we don't know why. Brian and I, we were down there maybe a month ago together, and some of them read, some of them didn't. So we're not sure why that's not working.
And Paul,
Can you get access to them still, Paul? Can you see them?
The tags?
Yeah.
Yes. Some of them are bent, and we thought maybe that had something to do with it. We weren't 100% sure though, Eric.
Okay.
If I may, the trees that are on the Bennett Cerf Tree Trail on the Maryland Route 27 side, those are the ones that I believe Bartlett put up probably 2014, 2015-ish.
Yep.
Then Eric, you, me, the chair, and our current mayor inventoried the trees from the dog park over to Sunshine Way, and the information from those trees, when you scan it, it directs you to the city. I believe it's the actual tree commission webpage. So the information on that side of the trail is stored in the city database. And then I believe that information stored on the Route 27 side is stored in the Bartlett Tree Experts database.
Okay. We can, I'm happy to walk the City Hall and store it into the city. I just think the way it's going with the PR codes it's really cool. For instance, one of the trees at the Farm Museum, sorry, I got a dog running around the house, has the picture of the tree. It has the Citizen of the Year. the year it was nominated, and all the specs on the tree. So it's really coming a long way.
Good. Cool. Okay. Well, looking forward to doing that.
Yeah, something we can absolutely talk about and maybe get started this season sometime.
Great. Great. That sounds like a good plan. Any other input on this, or are we calling it a meeting?
Nothing else for me, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Oh, motion to adjourn. It's a meeting.
Okay. Thank you, Cindy. Guys, you did well. See you guys in June, if not earlier. And thank you, Drew, for getting all those awards processed. I know the paperwork isn't fun, but you've been keeping up with it. So thank you.
Not a problem. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
It's
And
on
thank
it,
all
yeah.
of you.
Good. Okay. Well, I'm going to sign out then. Thank you.
Everybody
Take
Have a
take
great
care.
day.
Happy
See you
too.
later.
training.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.